Hello, this is Broyar, and welcome back to another episode of our Let's Play for F1 Manager 2023, as we continue our run here with Alfa Romeo in our third season, and about to win both the drivers and the constructors, which is crazy. I think that's insane. 3 seasons in with Alfa Romeo, that is insane. We do have the most points, obviously, by a big chunk right here on Red Bull over the constructors. Anything can still happen, though. I'm not holding on to anything there. Bottas, I think, has got the drivers already in for a lock. I think we've already done the math on that. So we did win drivers, as far as I can tell. We obviously won the pit crew. So it's really just the constructors. I think one more good race, and I think we will have this one locked down as well, maybe. I'm trying to think. We'll have to do the math later. But that is that. We need to go race prep. Let's get some stuff plugged in here. Well, yeah, that's fine. And we'll say both drivers hit Q2. I mean, I could be a bit more aggressive here, but I don't think we need to. That's okay as well, and then that's okay as well. And then we need to go look at the cars, because I do need to make sure that our cars... Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and put this on Bottas's car. We're going to just make him the lesser car. I think he needs the least amount of help. We're going to go ahead and still have 4. So 4 is still good. We'll go ahead and leave those on. Rear wings, we'll go ahead and put this on Bottas's car as well. So now we have a spare rear wing. Side pods were good. Underflow, we've already done the split, although, nope, we're going to have to drop one more on Bottas, unfortunately. So this goes on to Bottas's car, which is not great, but it is what it is. And then last but not least, the suspension. With 1 spare, I think we're okay. But if we get down to only 2, then we're going to swap that around as well. All right, so car 1, currently, I'm assuming is not... Yeah, it's just not great. So we are taking a little bit of sacrifice. I could split it and balance it a little bit more. And maybe that is the better move. Actually, you know what? That probably is the better move. Yeah, let's do that. I'm going to give him the better underfloor, because underfloor does make a bigger difference. I'm tempted to just throw this one on here anyway. No, I just don't want to risk running out of money. And the other one we were looking at, was it the rear wing? It is the rear wing. I might swap these around. I'm going to put this one on car 1. This one on car 2. Chassis. I'm okay with this, I think, for now. And then was it the suspension? No, we're not going to do the suspension yet. But I think that's slight balance difference. Not huge, but hopefully it makes a little bit of a difference here. We'll see. We'll see if it makes any difference. I mean, he does have the better car, but Bottas is, as far as we can tell, the better driver. So, let's go to the race. I still could put on a better engine. We have that available. And I thought about, I might do that here. I might just take two good engines here and just... Rain? I think I will take 2 good engines here, because I just don't trust myself in the rain. Oh, this is a sprint weekend too. Yeah, you know what? We're going to do the 2 engines here. I'll get through all of this. Will I do it for qualifying? I might do it for the Q3 if we are looking slow anyway. But if we're like 1 and 2 or something like that coming into Q3, I might save it. We shall see. All right. I will go do the practices and all that, and I will bring you guys back after qualifying and the second practice, hopefully. All right. We're back. We did qualify 3rd and 6th overall. I did go ahead and buy a new engine for Bottas. Because I was like, you know what? We're going to want to buy a new engine at some point. Let me just stagger them. I'll buy Bottas's first. And then, so he'll take the penalty this time. We still have a chance of getting, obviously, good points with Piastri, hopefully. And it's still possible that Bottas gets back up to the top again. So I'm not saying he can't. But I feel like this is a better strategy than doing them both on the same race. Because that just gives us no points, potentially. So we'll do this. We'll stagger them. We'll probably take Piastri's on the next race. And... go from there. This is the wrong one. This is the sprint, so I'm not sure I'm hitting the wrong direction. I'm talking and not thinking. So we just need to get a few points here. Now, I will say Red Bull did get 1st and 2nd in qualifying, so they're the 2 cars ahead of Bottas. So for whatever reason, Leclerc's back. Not sure why he took a couple races off, but maybe he just had a bad engine. They finally built him a new one. Who knows? But we'll make this work. Yeah, I think that's it. We're going to run on mediums. We're going to go a little bit aggressive, but that's about all we've got available to us.
24 laps. 24 laps around Sao Paulo in today's sprint. It's lights out and away we go.
All right, since I'm trying to get 3 races in to this episode, I am going to just skip along through this sprint, and I'll bring you guys back if anything crazy or exciting happens. All right, I just zipped through that real quick. Nothing crazy happened except that the 2 Ferrari cars crashed into each other, and they were, ahead of us, and that obviously one of them went all the way down to 18th. The other one was able to get back into 5th, but that is the only crazy thing that happened. It didn't affect us other than them getting out of our way. Bottas did get first. Piastri got 4th, so overall points, I think it's about a net neutral with Red Bull, right? So we should be good there. 8 and 4, sorry, 8 and 5, so it's 13 and 13. Yeah, so that's what I thought. A net neutral. Looks like all of these 3 cars are all going to be taking penalties in the actual race, so that's actually good for us. Bottas is going to take a penalty on the same race. Oh. That we should build a new engine for Piastri. And the reason we should build a new engine for Piastri is because if these guys are going to take a penalty anyway, then we want to take a penalty at the same time they take a penalty, because they're their only competition that we're worried about. If I wait till next time, they won't have a penalty, and we will, and that will affect us. We should build a new engine for Piastri. I was going to stagger them, but if both Red Bull cars are taking penalties, that is pretty messed up. Can we see how much of a penalty they're taking? Like, is that knowledge that we're allowed to have? I don't know that it is. If it is, I don't know where to find it. So, but we will take a penalty on this one. So he's taking a 10 grid place penalty. So he's going to be in 8th. Piastri would be starting in 1st if I don't take a penalty. But no, I think we still need to. I may go over and overfuel here a little bit. You know what? No, we're not. Okay, let me check the weather. If the weather is the entire time, which it basically is, then no, overfueling is silly because we basically don't run full tilt in bad weather anyway. In fact, if anything, we might underfuel, which is insane to think about. But I think we will get it back because, again, we don't tend to run full tilt in the wet weather, and we usually get a lot more of it back. So I'm gonna gamble. We're actually gonna gamble for once and do that. Let me plug these in. And again, I'm gonna go ahead and give Piastri his engine. That's all of our money. Go. All right, now we just gotta figure out the strategy, which I don't know. I really don't know. There's no. This is so. I don't know. I just don't know what other people are going to start out as. If the pit stop is 3 laps in, then, or 5 laps in, or whatever, I think we've got to start on softs, and we just have to hope that we can figure out the inner stuff in the middle, and then we probably will end on softs at the end. Is that allowed? I mean, we're not actually going to run the inners probably that aggressively. But then we just need to check this, and inters need to come in on probably around lap 10 if I'm working at this close to right. We have to go a little bit early. We got to go a bit later. That's fine. And then they come back around, or we swap back out around lap maybe 55. Something like that. Let's start with that. Inners will last the whole way. We definitely go crazy on the softs on both sides. Maybe not both sides, but definitely the front side. Depending on when we come out on the back side, that works. All right. 10 and 55. I mean, if the weather's different, then we adjust and we put on some hards or something like that. But we'll just have to go with this because, I mean, we just don't know. You know, the wet weather, as you guys know, is my Achilles heel. It is the thing that I do the worst at. 10 and 55. No reason to make these any different because we're basically dependent on the weather, not our pitting strategy. All right. Did I put the new engine on? I did, so we're good. Let's go. Yeah, we'll take a penalty. Again, this is the race to take a penalty on.
We're not too And away we go.
We got to get as much back in this early part of the race as we can before the wet weather comes. Do we go aggressive here at the beginning? I think for the first lap, we still go aggressive. And then we definitely tone it off extremely fast. Red Bull is actually... They must have taken double penalty. What? All right. Good on them, I guess. But yeah, I'm glad we took the penalty then, because if they're that far down, this was a perfect time to take a penalty for sure. All right, cool. I'm happy. Let's go. And I will bring you guys back for the first pit. Whenever that is, I have no idea when. It's all dependent on the weather. All right, I'm going to bring you guys back now because we are... This is when we normally be pitting. It's not quite full wetness, though. So we're going to play it out a little bit longer. Just because the weather report seems to... Okay, for a second there it was dipping down, but it does look like it's going to come back up. Okay, so everybody else coming in on inners. Everybody else coming in on inners, including Red Bull, I'm assuming. Probably. I want to pit now. I think we go ahead and pit now. Both drivers, actually. So we'll come out on inners, and you'll come out on inners as well. So both my drivers pit. They're far enough apart. It will not matter. So let's go. It's flirting. Oh, it's dropping back down barely, but everybody else is out on inners, so we're going to go ahead and do what they're doing. Oh, that's a good pit. Both of them. Good pits. The only people out are people on softs, except for Russell. Russell got ahead of us. Okay, that's fine. All right, we're just going to settle in here. I'm probably going to drop down to aggressive. I don't really want to push too hard in the rain. We will go back up to neutral. I think that's fine. We'll just settle in here. Doing our thing. These other guys are looking like geniuses, though. I'll give you that. Because even though this is saying it's going up, it has actually dropped, which is a little weird. So all these other guys are looking like geniuses. But most of the field did come in on inner, so I'm not feeling super bad. I think it's still the right move. Bottas is really struggling, but I'm not sure what's going on with Bottas. Oh, yeah, the weather's just going to... See, look, it's just not going to cooperate. We could have been on softs this entire time, which is crazy. It is just not going to cooperate, is it? It is... That is... Verstappen's going to win this whole race because he's a gambler, and he apparently knows how to predict the weather. Because even the graph is wrong. The weather is just not going to come, is it? Wow. This is insane. Okay, there's Verstappen's pit finally. Is he out on inners? Yeah, okay. So that's fine. We're all at least on the same thing now, so it's a little bit better overall. We're actually going to get above the 1 now. Finally above the 1. There we go. Finally. Crazy. And Bottas is somewhere in here. Looks like 7th. Yeah. Come on, Bottas.
Yellow flag now.
All right. Well, I'm going to run it some more. I'll bring you guys back for the next bit.
Copy.
All right. Looks like we got a crash. Unfortunately, it does involve us. So let's go watch it.
Now we're just proceeding through turn 4. Dangerously close to each other. And not just one car involved in
Yeah.
that, as you can see.
It's pretty rough.
That won't do their confidence any good.
Hopefully no major damage. We did not take the penalty, at least. Damages to the tires and the aerodynamics. Good. These are all replaceable. Powertrain looks good. And the tires, of course. Tires are completely shot. So we are going to have to pit in, unfortunately. for another set of inners. It is what it is. So inners come in. Actually, let me change that, because if we can, we probably need to swap out the front wing. Just might as well, and go with that. All right, it's unfortunate. It's part of racing, I guess. So we'll deal with that. Piastri's still up in first. I mean, him and Russell here are just running away with things, so that's good. Bottas, I don't know how easy it's going to be for him to get back into points. We really need Piastri to be first, because we needed that many more points over. Because if both Verstappen and Leclerc get points, then we need the big points from Piastri here. But I'll bring you guys back if anything else happens. All right, we are going to have to pit Piastri. And it looks like we're going to have to pit him for another set of inners, because the rain appears to be going all the way to the end. So he just crossed the line. We're going to go ahead and schedule his pit. We're going to bring him out on another set of inners. These aren't completely brand new, but they're good enough. So we'll bring him out on those. And that's just the way it's going to be. All right, we can go ahead and attack here. And we'll go ahead and push. And we'll go ahead and deploy. Do whatever we can to try to get something here. Bottas might make it to the end. We're actually going to possibly drive him down to light. Just to see if we can make it all the way to the end here. Avoid a pit stop if we can. Not a terrible pit stop, but Piastri is going to come out behind, unfortunately, in third place. That is not good. That is actually really, really rough for us. The only saving grace is that we do have much better tread, in theory, than these other guys. So we'll see what happens here. Guess I can go ahead and push your fuel. I mean, there's no reason not to. Yeah, this is all fine. It's not great. Really need Piastri to get back into first place. Guess we're topping up now. No DRS, it's definitely hard to catch up. All right, Piastri got into second. That's good. Really need that first place. I'm gonna drop him down to aggressive here. What happened to you, buddy? I don't know what happened to him. We may just run him out all the way to the end anyway. I don't know. Not sure what happened to him. If we pit him now, he's at last place anyway. If we don't pit him now, he's potentially last place anyway. So it really makes no difference. We might as well run the risk of keeping him out versus running the risk, the guarantee of, I guess you'd say, of pitting him. I don't know if he actually can catch Verstappen here. Man, that crash really messed us up. The rain messes up. Everything messes up. We knew this was going to be a bad race anyway, because rain is always the bad stuff for me. If by some miracle we can get back into first place, then we have a chance. But, you know, definitely getting the constructors, is what I'm trying to say. I mean, Piastri's right on his tail. I think we had a moment of DRS there, didn't we? Because it got dry enough for DRS. Temporarily. Which actually helps us out a lot. Might get dry enough at the end for another round of I don't know if it will. I don't think it will. Let me just speed it up here. There's no point delaying the inevitable here. Hang in there, Bottas. Your only hope. No, I'm just kidding. If we get DRS again at the end of the race, we have a chance. Don't think it'll come back. All right, 2 laps to go. Let's just go full out attack, full out deploy, see if we can get anything. Not counting on it, but you never know. Last lap. Come on, Piastri. Let's watch him. Come on, Piastri. Last lap. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I don't even know if we have to do battle assist anymore. Just go all out. Come on, Piastri. You got anything? Nothing. You got nothing. You got nothing. No! This is so bad. If the rain had stopped sooner, we would have been able to swap. But because we had to go ahead and swap inners, that really messed us up. I mean, everybody else did too, but I was hoping that we would make the right strategy and not have to. Just, you know what? Let me try this. I should have done this sooner, but I don't think he's going to try. You know, he's nothing he can do here, right? Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Anything, 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 anything. Nothing. Man, that is bad for us. That is really bad for us. Double points for Red Bull. Not first place for us. That is really, really not good. Oh, man. Well, we knew this race was going to be bad as soon as we saw the rain.
Now, wasn't it an excellent...
And we took damage to some parts that we couldn't afford to take damage to. Oh, well. We did get some points from the sprint, though, I suppose. I forgot about that. So they picked up 48 points. We picked up 31. So they only gained 17 points on us. So we're still in a really, really good place coming into these last two. But we have to keep getting points. If we don't get points for either of these last two, then there's a good chance we lose this Constructors at the very, very, very end. All right, let's see here. Cost cap limit. Wait, how are we only... Oh, because we haven't actually projected is still going to take place. So we're 250,000 bucks still available, which I think will be exactly perfect. We don't need anything else. I mean, these are bad. The fact that we're having to change these out, we're going to have to go down to some lesser parts. It's just the way it is. So let's come in here, swap out. We're going to have to go drop down to this chassis. Unfortunately, that we can leave a backup up there. Front wings. I think we're going to have to pop this on. We'll probably pop this on car 2. Try to balance that a little bit as well. Rear wings. This has already been balanced. Side pods. We're good. Underfloor. We're fine here. This is all good. And the suspension, we will have to swap somebody in. I'm going to put this on car 1. I think that's a relatively decent balance. We'll go with that. Hopefully we can pull something off these last 2 races. Las Vegas is next. No more sprints or anything like that. Here's hoping, I mean, both of them say 0% chance of rain, which is good for me. But we'll be back here in just a moment for the next race. All right, we're back for the race. Just got to plug in the performance targets. These taken care of. That's fine. Both drivers hit Q2. Fastest lap, sure, why not? All that looks good. And to the race weekend. 2 races to go. Come on, come on. We got this. Maybe.
Welcome to the Silver State.
Alrighty, let's swap out parts for practice. Technically, I think we could have done this without the engine, but I think it's also okay that we are running the new engines. All right, let me run practice and qualifying, and I'll be right back. Well, qualifying didn't go very well. Piastri 6, Bottas 10th. I think these parts that we're having to swap to starting to catch up with us a little bit, but I don't know. I just don't know if we can hold on for these last two races or not. Compounds, yeah, I mean, pretty close. I mean, top speed's important. We used to be good at top speed. Don't know if we still are. What's the pit time? 20 seconds. Oh, that's a really good pit time. So, let's go here. All that looks good. All that looks good. Cars. Okay. Let's jump in here to the, not the compound, sorry, the strategy. So we got that. Probably something like this where we, you know, maybe go a little bit more aggressive on the hards back here on the end or something like that. Yeah, something of that nature would be a good place to start. But then we're going to grab this one, not that one, sorry, we're going to grab this one. And we're going to add a stint of softs at the end. See what that throws into the mix. Looks like I'm going to be extra aggressive there. Maybe we can be aggressive there. We might even be able to be fully aggressive here. Yeah. Something like that. Which is 16 seconds faster. Absolutely worth it. All right. Do we start with the mediums or do we start with the softs? I think this is fine. There's going to be a lot of traffic. Yeah, I think this is fine. We'll go with that. We'll go ahead and add the stint of softs here. I think it's funny that you have 2 hards available. But we will not need. This is actually just about perfect right here. Yep. Looks good. Go with that. I'm happy. 4th and 9th. I mean, it's not terrible, but definitely have our work cut out for us. How's the fuel looking? Definitely do not want to overfuel. All right, let's go. Come on. 2 more races. We don't need a win. We just need to limit the amount of points that Red Bull can get.
And it's lights out, and away we go.
Energy if you need it.
All right, I'm going to bring you guys back for the very first pit stops. All right, we're coming up on our first set of pit stops. We are going to go 1 lap over for sure here, I think. The drivers are very close together. I think we might stack them very slightly. It's not going to be by much, though. I think it'll still be okay. As soon as we cross the line here, we'll go ahead and just get them both to go crazy here. And schedule their first pit stops. Come out on your hard. And you're going to go crazy. Schedule your first pit stop. Also our hard. Okay. Let's go. It might be a tiny stack, but I don't think it's gonna matter too much. The real thing I need to watch is the total pit time. See how much of a difference that was. 29. Yeah, so we did get stacked a bit more than I expected. I thought we would get out of there a little quicker than that. But had we gone 1 more lap, would we have lost a second by going under 30? I mean, any number of things could happen. So not ideal. I thought we'd be a little bit better than that. I'm actually surprised. I thought it'd be maybe a second at most. Being a second and a half is... Actually, sorry, 2.5 seconds. How did we get 2.5 seconds? I guess they have to reset after releasing this car. So maybe there's a little bit more of a delay there than I am realizing. It's going to be okay, I think. I think we're going to be fine. We're going to go ahead and top up. We're going to go ahead and top up. Let these guys get some temperature in these hards and then go from there. Let's go full deploy. Same for you, full deploy. And see what we can get here. All right, I'll bring you guys back for the next pit stop. Hopefully we can make up some ground here after that bit of a mistake. I mean, that's on me, obviously, but we'll see what happens. All right, we're back. Thankfully, Bottas was able to recover from the pit stop mistake very easily. It is the optimal time to pit both of them, but so we can stretch this out a little bit. What we're going to do is we're probably going to pit Piastri first. We're going to let him cross the line here in just a moment. Schedule his pit stop. Bottas will be able to stay out one more lap, and we'll be able to go from there. So the reason I'm going to do Piastri first is because I can go super crazy, you know, with him on all of the deploys and everything like that because he's in first place. Bottas might get stuck, and that would be less optimal. So we're going to go with this. We'll go ahead and schedule his pit for his softs. Come on, Piastri. Have a good run here. All right, Bottas can also do his run now. And come in for his pit for his softs. Cool. I think I'm pretty happy with both of those. Two seconds. That's not bad. We do have some ground to make up, but we're on some soft tires, so I'm hoping we can. We'll find out. All right, let's go ahead and top up here while we're getting our tires warmed up. Then we're going to go crazy out. I'm actually going to have both drivers go full out with fuel burnage as well, so that we can hopefully get one of them to get a fastest lap. We need that point. Now, it will mean we're going to be really low here, which means we'll have to conserve at some point, but I think it will be okay. Let's go swap back to Bottas, watch him. I mean, he's stuck behind the two Red Bull cars. This is rough, and they're not pitting for the rest of the race, so we have to catch back up with them on these softer tires. Maybe easier said than done. We'll find out. All right, tires are warmed up. We're going to go ahead and go full deploy here. Good pit stop. Good pit stop. All right, we're going to go ahead and top up. Get you warmed up.
Focus on bringing the pack back
Open Piastri has a good lap here. All right, there's tire temperatures on Bottas. We can go ahead and have him full deploy at this point, I think. Damn it, allergies are bad today. Come on, Piastri. I think he's going to be good. Yes, he got fastest lap. All right, we can drop off the fuel. As soon as he gets behind Tsunoda, who I have no idea how Williams' car is in 5th place, but whatever, then he can get his fuel back at that point. Don't know if Bottas will steal this or not. We'll find out. Piastri is behind Tsunoda, so we're going to go ahead and conserve, get some of this fuel back. But we do have to get, we really need to get past this train of cars, unfortunately. And I don't know how easy that's going to be. Now, what's the tire temperature on these softs? 115 is what we're looking for. I don't know if I don't think Bottas is going to get a fastest lap, but that's okay. We don't need him to. I mean, might as well top up at this point and go ahead and drop off the fuel. He didn't. That's okay. If he gets caught up as well, he will go into conservation mode. Really need to get past these guys, and I just don't know how that's going to happen. All right, Bottas is behind us. I don't want him fighting us, though. So we're just going to let him sit back there and do his thing. All right, we're going to drop off the tires here. Really need to get past these guys, and I don't see that happening. You know what? We're going to harvest. We need to both harvest. We need to have the ability to attack here in a bit. I mean, harvesting while we're getting fuel back is probably not the smartest move, but we'll just keep an eye on it. I mean, I know we're a faster car, like we're wanting to, but we're just not. Okay, Bottas, that was a little bit weird. A little scary. Get back down to 0.1 on the fuel. I think we're going to be okay. We're about to lose DRS. We'll get DRS back right there. Come on, 0.1. Okay, there's 0.1. Settle back in here. How's our harvesting look? I think we're going to be okay. Let's go back to neutral. Let's make sure we get Krillus onto these guys' tail, and we'll see from there. All right, Bottas also can probably go back to neutral at this point. Once he gets to 0.1, he can also do that. Oh, he's way hot on his tires. I was not paying attention, my friend. My apologies. Got to figure out the best time to attack here. Oh, come on, go. Go, good job. That's Piastri. Bottas still needs to do some work. Bottas still struggling. There we go, back to 0.1. All right, I'm going to go with that. Get caught back up here. We should be able to get past this guy at least. Get back into third place with Piastri. I'm pretty confident of. I'm actually going to tell you, be a little bit more aggressive on your overtake. Come on, go. Why aren't you going? There we go. I'm going to switch you to deploy, but I guess we don't need to. We're also going to take off the aggression on the overtake. And at this point, you can really just go crazy with your tires, I think, at this point. We're just going to ignore anything else. Back to Bottas, though. We need to figure out what he's going to do. He needs to catch up to the guy that Piastri just passed, which looks like he is trying. We're going to go ahead and go back to attack for him. I don't think Piastri catches first and second, but we just got to cut into the points. We don't have to keep them from winning. We just have to keep them from winning and us getting 0 points. Come on, catch up. I mean, the fact that he's getting DRS is obviously helping him, hurting us, but come on, catch up. No. Piastri. How did you let him get past you? All right, I think Piastri got it back. Good job. All right, now we're in DRS with Bottas. Unfortunately, the guy in front of him will also have DRS. That does make this very hard. 3 laps to go. He just doesn't have the confidence. I don't feel comfortable telling him to go crazy here. Unless he's just going to go ahead and do it on himself. And I'm okay with that. Thank you, Bottas. I think if we hadn't gotten stuck behind this group for a couple laps, we might have been able to catch first and second. But just not going to happen at this point. All right, both back in green on fuel. I'm happy with that. Probably about halfway through this, we can tell them both to deploy. And that will be all right. Just to make sure the guy behind us does not... Actually, we're good there. Honestly, we can just settle in here. I mean, we might as well tell them to deploy, because what else are we going to do? But I don't think we need to worry about anybody catching us. We're just going to stay in this formation. Hopefully we don't do anything stupid here. It's unlikely we catch first or second, but you never know. What if they spin or something like that? And then, you know, us not attacking meant that we just barely missed passing them. You never know. I doubt it, but, you know, things happen. Still a good race. Still a good race.
Charles Leclerc is today's winner.
I think we can be pretty happy with that. We'll take a look at the constructors and see what it looks like for the last race.
Wasn't that a fantastic drive from the Alfa Romeo driver?
So they got 43 points. We got 38. So they only gained 5 points. I think we have it locked in now. Bottas definitely has it locked in. The most they can get would be 25 to him getting 0, which is not possible for them to pass. Piastri has 4th place locked in. He cannot catch Leclerc. So this is exactly how the top 4 will stand. Constructors, yeah, we are 58 points ahead. The most they could get would be 44 with fastest lap. And us getting 0, we should have won the Constructors. I think we did it. Unless I'm forgetting something. Is there a rule for double points last race? If there is, then oh, okay. I forgot, and that's gonna be rough, but there might be rules and regulations for sporting. Nope. Good. Okay, we're good. We have won it. In fact, that might be one of these things that we're about to see. There's our inspection results. No worries. Factory fire. Okay, I don't care. We're not doing anything in the factory anyway. All right, well then let's replace that and replace that, replace that, and replace that. Let me just go through and make sure everything looks okay. Those two look good. I mean, car 2, you're gonna have to swap down to this one. Unfortunately, it just is what it is. I don't want to run the risk of us having to spend money. We're gonna have to swap down to this one on car 2. That's fine. This one's okay. We can have just one extra for that. These two are okay. And suspension. I guess we'll go this on car 1 and this on car 2. Don't want to have an accident and have to spend money. All right, that looks good. 4 days until the last race of the season. I think we've got it locked in, unless I'm doing math wrong. But we will see it through. Because why not? That's the fun part, right? We gotta see this through to the end. Cool. I like all that. Do the race weekend. 3 seasons. I did not expect to get this in 3 seasons. I thought it was going to be at least 4. I think I did 4 in last year's version, I think, if I remember correctly. All right, let me go do practice qualifying, and I'll bring you guys back for the last race, probably, of this series. All right, last qualifying is done. Not great, to be honest. 6 for Bottas, 11th for Piastri. But we'll make it work. I'm not super worried about it. 21-second pit stop. Tire performance, yeah, pretty. I mean, it's closer to soft and mediums than it is between mediums and hards, but we'll see how it works in the strategies. Let's just do this real quick before I forget. Any fueling overage? No, we don't want to overfuel. Nothing with the parts, and then we'll go look at the strategies. Let's go. I mean, I can't imagine this is going to be any better than this. No, these are already faster. Yeah, okay, let's just play around with this a little bit. I mean, something like that could work. I mean, we'd have to obviously slow down the last stint there a bit. All right, well, let's play with that first, and then let's do this as well. Let's go that, that, and add a stint of softs. That's a good sweet spot. There's 37 right there. And then what else we got? Like 37 is about the best we're going to get. Something like that. It is 1 second faster. Don't know that it's worth it. I think we'll just run this one. Soft, hard, mediums at the end. I think that's going to be just fine. So we'll just do the same with you. Soft, hard, mediums. Looks like we can push both of these. Stretch this one out. I can stretch that one out a little bit, and something like that. We'll figure it out. That looks good to me. Let's go. Nothing else to do. Let's get into this race.
Only 58 laps. Hold on tight. It's the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. And it's lights out. And away we go.
I mean, for relatively obvious reasons, I'm going to speed through this one extremely fast. Isn't there? Yeah, there's drivers. If results ended right they are, we obviously win that. Constructors, if the results end as they are, we obviously win that. And I can't think of a way that would change. So we're actually just going to really crazy speed through the race, because there's no real point in watching it. You know, I mean, we're already kind of won it. So here we go. Let's go. I'll bring you guys along because I'm going to go super fast. What's the temperature on these softs we're looking for? 115. Okay. Which we just hit. And you just hit. I usually go about 0.1 kilograms under fueling. We'll go ahead and top up. And as soon as we get to 1 kilograms under fueling, we will slow down the fuel burn. I mean, Bottas could just win this whole thing and make this whole thing a moot point as far as will we win or not. No, we're going to win. I'm pretty sure I'm not that bad at math. We are going to have to drop down to standard with you, my friend. My goodness, you're getting hot. Just fine. All right, we're going to go up to aggressive. You can go up to attack. I guess because Piastri's in traffic, that's why. All right, back down to aggressive. Back down to standard. My goodness, what is going on with the... Oh my goodness, I'm a dummy. I forgot. I had the strategy where I pushed the entire time. I'm not using the strategy where I pushed that. You know what? We're just gonna go down to light. It doesn't matter. We'll get some of this back. We'll have to do less on the hards and stuff, but that's not really gonna be a problem. We can definitely make this work as is. Not gonna be much of a problem. All right, let's go ahead and go back up to neutral on both of you. You got enough in the tank for when it counts. Yeah, Bottas is dropping off, but again, we're gonna be fine. All right, we're gonna go ahead and schedule Bottas's pit. Actually, where is he at on the track? I don't remember where the starting line is. It's over here. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and schedule his pit. In fact, I think we're gonna go ahead and schedule both. We're just gonna get them both done, and it's all gonna be okay. Quite a bit early, but we can tone back on the hards when the time comes. Hitting both at the same time is not gonna be a problem. Except when we have a mistake. All right, let's go ahead and go up to attack to get some temperature back. We'll go ahead and go to push. We'll stay on top up here. Attack, push, top up. Let's wait till we get some temperature in here. All right, we got temperature. Take that off. Go full deploy. All right, there's the temperature. Take that off. Full deploy. Let them go to town. have to tone back a little bit here, but we'll let them push until they get run out of ERS. That's good for you. And we'll just go down to aggressive. That is good for you. And aggressive. And I think we can carry aggressive most of the rest of the way here. Oh, well, or we can get a virtual safety car and actually everything's back to being okay again. Because we obviously get
Now the Alpha Tauri's been involved in an incident.
tread back and fuel and all the good things. I guess we can go max on the fuel once this goes green, which it just did. We can go ahead and go neutral. And neutral. I'm going to let it tick a couple more times. Yeah, we're going to be able to go attack on both. And that is fine. Back into the swing of things. I don't normally run it at speed 16, by the way. When I'm literally sitting here doing it offline, the most I run it at is 8. And a lot of times I just sit there at speed 4 for a while because I just like to be more reactive. But this is the last race and it doesn't really matter and I don't care. So we're going to go crazy fast.
We've got a yellow flag here.
We'll probably go about 0.5 under here. And I think that'll be safe. There we go. Bottas back in second place. Piastri just struggling, unfortunately. I mean, we'll get it figured out, but he is struggling. And it was that 6-second pit stop. That's what it was, yeah. That really hurt him a lot. We'd like to stretch these tires as long as we can. Let me slow it down a little bit here just so I can watch them. I think the next time Bottas crosses the line, we go ahead and have him go all out attack and schedule his pit stop. Still might be a little bit early, but I think we gained a little bit. Yeah, we're going to be fine on those mediums. We'll just have to tone back a little bit. Okay, so you can go crazy. You can go crazy there. You can go full deploy. You can schedule your pit into your mediums. Piastri's about to cross the line. We'll do the same with him. They're far enough apart that it will not matter. Go ahead and get this plugged in first. And then we will that and that. All right, let's go. Bottas currently in first place, but, you know, he's about to pit, so it doesn't really matter. What is going on with the pit stops for Piastri today? That is just rough. You're going to go ahead and top up while we get temperature. Yeah, Piastri's... If he gets points, I'm going to be shocked because he... 2 pit stops, both 6 seconds. That's just bad. You can't recover from that. Alright, we'll go ahead and balance. We'll go ahead and full deploy. Balance. Full deploy. Alright, let's go top up. And let's go ahead and drop you back to aggressive. Top up, aggressive, and then we can go back up to speed 16. Let's go. All right, so Bottas is on decent tires. I think Verstappen's possibly on better. We should be able to pass Leclerc here, though. Piastri, I mean, I don't know what's going to happen with Piastri. We're just going to kind of let it be. I actually can't remember. Did we win this one last year? I should have checked that before we came in here. We're going to be okay on the tires. We can go back to neutral for a bit here in the middle. Same with you, I think. We're about to have 3 laps left to go. Boom. Let's go ahead and go full attack here with you. Nothing there. Everything stays normal there. Where's Piastri? Piastri's going to cross the line now. Full attack. Let's go. Get down to 2 laps. We will go ahead and do the full deploy, which we just did. Full deploy. Everything else stays the same. Piastri there. Full deploy. Everything else stays the same. Cool. And that's it. Bottas wins. Piastri 8th. Piastri got points. I'm happy with that. And we won Constructor. And we'd already won it coming into this, but we guaranteed it. Win the Constructor Championship, win the Drivers Championship. There's the achievements to prove it. Wow. 3 seasons, guys. 3 seasons. And we did it with Piastri. Because, I mean, I've heard Piastri is not a very good driver in F1 Manager 2023. But he pulled it together this season. Last season, he had a lot of crashes. This season, he pulled it together. So...
And this man certainly isn't finished with F1, proving he still has plenty to fight for in this sport.
Another win this year, and you know what?
Good stuff.
They've lost count by now.
Good stuff. There's the drivers. There's the constructors. We did lose a point on Red Bull overall, but it did not matter. Obviously, we got this. That's definitely a done deal. And by just the teensiest, tiniest margin, unless I missed something that popped through and I didn't realize it, we did not go over cost cap. Now, we did stop all research entirely. So, I mean, that's not normal. But, you know, hey, what can I say? Let's go look at something real quick. Can we look at drivers career? There we go. So this season, he had 15 total wins, 17 podiums. That's a lot. 15 wins out of what did I say, 24? Why do I never remember how many races there actually are? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 23. Who won this last year? They beat us last year. So 23, he podiumed 17 of them. So he only didn't podium 6, and he won 15 out of 23. That is impressive. And then how did Piastri do? He won a couple, didn't he? He only had 1 win. Really? I thought he had at least 2. But he did have 12 podiums. So he podiumed more than half, which is awesome, considering how he did last season, which last season he did nothing on 35 points. But podium more than half this season and did actually have a win. And then Bottas, compared to last season, 3 wins, 10 podiums. So, yeah, I mean, just a massive step up. Massive step up. So, good stuff there. Bottas, applaud Bottas big time. I mean, obviously, we would renew his contract normally, but it's just like whatever. I say we would. I mean, he's getting a little bit old. Theo's looking like he's developing well. You never know what we would actually do if we were going to play this out. But Valtteri Bottas is victorious. Alfa Romeo wins title. Boom, boom, boom. Ba, ba, da, bam. Do we get like a nice little splash? Let's go ahead and get to the end of the season to get the nice little splash screen. At least I think we will. I mean, I'm literally doing no development. I'm just fast forwarding to get to the splash screen at this point. Bye, Bottas. We'll miss you. Whatever. I'm not going to wait for it. There you go, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this season and this series as much as I did. That is it. 3 seasons is all we needed. That is incredible, in my opinion. I'm pretty happy. I'm pretty happy, for sure. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, please. I mean, I feel like 3 seasons in, that was a good win. I feel like that deserves a like. I'm just saying. Maybe, maybe not. Or subscribe, or whatever. But please, yeah, if you do like these types of videos and want to see more of them, I will try to figure out what I'm going to do next. I actually don't know. We'll figure it out. But if you do like these types of videos, please consider subscribing, liking, hitting the bell notification, commenting below. I try to read all the comments and respond to as many as I can. And also, if you really want to support the channel, I do have memberships available, and you can support it through that as well. But no, don't feel obligated. That's just optional. I appreciate anybody who does, and if you don't, that's fine with me too. But there we go, guys. I got to think about what we're going to do next. I'm trying to decide. I have some thoughts. I'll poke around. We'll find something. But I do appreciate you guys watching. May God bless you. and I hope you join me again next time. Thank you and goodbye. I wanted to give a special shout out to the following channel members. Thank you so much for supporting the channel.